Okay, I tried to figure out why our form wasn't sorting correctly, and what I found out is I don't know. But I did discover a different way that I actually like better because I think it's easier than finding the URL and all of those pieces that went with that import range formula. So I made a sample form, and when I go to responses, I'm going to link it to the sheets and create a new spreadsheet. Okay, so here's all my information that I have so far. And what you're going to do is go to Extensions and Apps Script. This is not something you have to go and get. It's already built into your extensions. So you just want to click on that. And then with this email, I sent a code that we're going to need to copy. So you'll want to open your EdTech Bytes sheets from slides, and you're going to copy all of this. Don't forget the little bracket at the end. Okay. And you're going to copy it, and then you're going to come over here, highlight everything it has, and paste on top of it. So you have this information. This part is what we care about, how we're going to sort the sheet. So the 1 stands for the column number, and the false stands for how you want it sorted. Okay? So now that I have that, if I go back to my sheet, I see that it's just organized by how it got turned in. Okay? So I want to, let's say I want to organize it by student last name. So I have A, B, and C, so this turns into column 1, column 2, column 3. So we want to sort by column 3. So I come to my app script, which was open in a new tab, and I'm going to change that 1 to a 3. Okay, and then I want to, false means it's going to be organized from Z to A, but I want to organize it from A to Z. So I'm going to change that to true. And then I want to save. Okay. Next thing I want to do is go to your triggers. And on my trigger, so when do I want it organized, I'm going to add a new trigger. And I want it to organize it every single time someone turns in a form. So I'm going to go to on form submit and save that. You will probably need to sign back in, so I just click my name and I have to click allow. And it should be finished after that. Okay. So now we notice that nothing happened over here, because to get something to happen, I need to go to Editor, and I need to run it. So it'll say it started, and then it'll say it finished. And now, if you'll notice over here, it's sorted by last name. Okay, so I can go in and change any of this at any time I want. So let's say I want it sorted by last name, but then I want it sorted by school. So I would come in here. I know that this is column 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to actually copy this part. And then I want to enter and paste it. And so now I want it sorted into column 4 also. And I want to save it and run it. After I do that, you'll see that now it's sorted by school, and then through the school, it's sorted by last name. Okay, so you can sort it as much as you want. I can add or delete any of these at any time. You just want to make sure that it always ends on the next line with a bracket. And when you delete something, you want to delete that line completely. Okay? So those are usually the two main mistakes that are made. Don't always forget to save, and then run when you're finished. So now it should go back to just by last name. Okay, so it did there. So now when I go and make my sheet, I'm going to add a new tab. Okay, I'm just going to name it okay, and I'm going to, right here is where I'm going to enter my formula, and this time we're going to use the array formula because it's easier to add information. It's not as, it doesn't have so much. So I can actually go back to my form responses, and I can tell it that in my array formula, I want it to go from A1 all the way to through column F, because that's where my form ends. So I'm going to pick F, and then I'm going to close the parentheses. So now when I go to my formatted form, I have all my information here, okay, and it looks exactly the same. But what I'm going to do is now I'm going to format how I want it. So when I do all of this, and I want to make sure that everything in the sheet is going to stick to the same way, so I want to make sure that the entire sheet is centered. That way the new any new information will come in and it will be already organized, okay? And then I want the entire sheet to be purple writing, so let's go and change that. And then I can always change my headers back to black. Okay, so now the entire sheet will be centered and purple. So now when I go over here to do a sample, an example, submit a form, I'm going to do okay, let's say they go to ULIS, let's say they're in 8th grade and they have an allergy to bees. So now it'll jump down here, and then it will go down up to the top and be organized however it is. So it will go to the bottom first, just until it formats. So now I see that it's organized the way I want to, and it keeps the formatting how I need it to. Let's just say that I forgot to edit, so let me show you. I'm going to go back to extensions, app script. So now I want it organized by last name and by allergies. So I remember I'm going to highlight this part, copy it, enter and paste, and now I want it organized by allergies. So that's, don't forget, A is their first column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is my column, and true is fine because I want it in alphabetical order. Save and run, and now you'll see it's organized by allergy and then by last name within that allergy. Okay, so I can do that, and I can change it at any time, and it'll change it for me. I know that I changed a lot of information on you, so if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll be happy to come and help you.